Hello and welcome back to Tea in the Deep Blue Sea with me, Victoria. Thank you very much for joining me on my channel. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe and remember to hit that bell for notifications. So I am back with a day 42 update on my ocean zoo. They're coming along really nicely and I'm really pleased and really excited to share what's going on with all of you. So there's been one major change since the latest video that I did, in the fact that they have been moved to a heating mat. It gets really cold here. It's been getting down to around 15 degrees, which is far too cold for sea monkeys, so I've moved them to an under vivarium heat mat, which you will see in the video. So I know I said I was going to keep it low tech, but this is something I've had to do for the health of my sea monkeys. So I hope you enjoy the video. Leave your comments down below if you've hatched yours at the same time as me. How are yours getting on? What do your tank look like? I would love to hear. Thank you very much for watching and I hope you enjoy the video. Cheers. Welcome back to day 42 of my Green Ocean Zoo aquarium, my sea monkey tank. So I've got a few bits to do on the tank today, so I thought I would film and give you a quick update to see where they're at and see what's going on. So you can see quite a few adults happily swimming around the tank at the moment. So I am aware that I said I was going to do this tank as simply as possible. However, due to circumstances, I have had to add a little bit of tech into my setup. My flat gets really cold at the moment and it sometimes drops to around 16 degrees, which is really not good for sea monkeys. So I've put them on an under tank heater. A vivarium heating mat with a thermostat probe that goes into the top of the sea monkey tank and keeps them around 25 to 27 degrees because this is an ideal temperature for sea monkeys. And I don't want them to freeze, I don't want them to get really cold and get really sluggish, because I noticed their behaviour wasn't quite great and I really want to do what's best for them, so I have put them on a heating mat. So you don't have to do this in your setup if it's not too cold in your house, but mine is cold at the moment. So I have done this for the good of them. You can just see some babies around the top of the tank at the moment, and there are some adults swimming around in there at the moment. So as I say, I've got a few bits of maintenance to do on my tank today. I have to top up the water level a little bit. I have to feed them and aerate the tank. So I'm going to show you all how I do this. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to remove the lid of the tank, and I have a bubbler tool, as you can see here, and I'm just going to pop that into the tank and aerate it like so. So you should really do this once a day. I'm trying to avoid the sea monkeys in the process. You can also see there is some algae that has started growing up the sides here, and we can deal with that very shortly as well. Algae is really good in the tank as they will eat it, but what I'm trying to do is just to keep it off the glass so we can clearly see them. So I will go in and brush that down in a moment. And just oxygenate that water, give it a little stir as well. There are some nasty clumps in there that I don't quite know what they are, but I am going to remove them just in case. So what I've done, I've popped the top off the bubbler tool. I'm going to compress it like so, and I'm just going to go in the tank and try and suck up some of that. I've just got to check there's no sea monkeys in there, and then that will be removed. This is probably not the best one to do it with because it has got quite an open tip here, but I will probably wait for that to settle a little bit more so I can get the big clumps with it, and that will be ideal. But I wouldn't worry too much. This is just what came in the packets with it. I don't think it's harmful, but it is a little bit unsightly, so I am going to remove some of it just because I don't want them to get trapped in it. So I'm going to go ahead and feed them. I'm going to go ahead and feed them now. I have the Sea Monkeys banana treat dessert that I've never used before, so I'm really excited to use this. And as always, it is the small end of the spoon. And that's what the inside of the packet looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that into the tank. There we go, my babies. Have some banana treats for you. So what I'm going to do now is just using distilled water, just top up the tank water back to the line here. I really have no idea where this gunk has come from in the tank. I noticed it when I first put the sea monkey eggs in, so it has something that has come out of the egg packets. I don't know if anyone else has had this. I've not had it on all of my tanks, only some of them when I have followed the instructions perfectly. It's a little bit odd for me, I think. But as I say, I will go and remove it. So what I'm going to do now is clean some of the algae off the glass. So what I've got are some long swabs. Now I'm just going to pop in the tank and use to just clean the algae off the glass a little bit. Just give it a little bit of a wipe down. Just so we can see our babies the best. There you go. You don't need to clean your sea monkey tanks. It can actually harm them if you do. But this is good just to get some of the algae off the glass, because they will eat the algae, but just cleaning the glass a little bit, well, the acrylic, so they can see. There you go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So they are my sea monkeys. They're doing really, really well at the moment. I'm really pleased with them. So since we've done our maintenance, what I'm going to do is just pop the lid back on the tank like so, and I'm going to put them back on the heating mat. And my sea monkeys are safely back on the heating mat. You can see the probe running into the tank here. That is connected to a thermostat, and that is the under vivarium heating mat that I have set up. You can also see I've got my Sea Monkeys Magic Castle set on it, and I have a variety of algae that I'm growing at the back on there, which you will see more of in future videos. So that is my sea monkey tank. So that was my Sea Monkey Ocean Zoo day 42. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe. Remember to hit that bell for notifications. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I will leave my link down in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, night, whatever it is where you are. Enjoy. Cheers.